darkness. That means I'm a few parts away from the end of the chapter, actually. If I remember how the pacing goes. If I remember how the pacing goes, I think I'm at the end, towards the end. Or at least I'm at the climax anyway. You left the Warmongers and they haven't come to kill you? Man, I guess they called you acceptable losses, Shinon. Oh, Brandon. I just don't know what to do. Who can say what's right or wrong in a situation like this? Operation Mahakala. I've told you of this, and yet you still wish to get involved with the events transpiring within that wall? Being a triple agent is a very precarious position to put yourself in, Dr. Maneki. True, but I still see myself as nothing more than your Yogi Academy sports physician. I am an earnest man at heart. I would have preferred to go underground, keep a low profile. But apparently one of my colleagues has gotten themselves into a bit of hot water. Perhaps you would lend me a hand, Dr. Shinong? Why, Varuna Kamadeva? Why have you done this to me? Shiva is approaching! Retreat! Retreat! Oh, these two guys. These two. Well, here we are. We shall soon get to the bottom of all this talk of the Warmongers' so-called ultimate weapon. Amaterasu, what do you make of the kinetic state of this battlefield, and, in particular, of Shiva's condition? I have never seen a rampage with such ferocity in any loop to date. This is reminiscent of my younger brother. How awful. My apologies. I nearly lost myself in my dismay. I must admit, Shiva is very powerful, and he has yet to accept his role. A fair point, Amaterasu. I see what you mean. Even now, Shiva adamantly rejects his given role. That is why he cannot exercise his true rule. He is somewhat of a threat, as he has been in previous loops, but he is by no means the decisive factor that will tip the scale among the three true guilds. At least, he won't be if he remains like this. Jeez. Huh? So that's the ultimate weapon the Warmongers have been working on. Ah, Perrin, you've arrived, I see. It certainly seems that way, but let me fill you in on the current situation. Countless individuals who were barred from transferring to this Tokyo have been sealed in a labyrinth deep beneath the city. Apparently, these beings cannot manifest in areas where meaningful information, that is, light, can be found. The guild masters of the three true guilds seem to think it's the app that prevents these individuals from accessing their rules. So what the Warmongers have done is extend the boundaries of the subterranean labyrinth above ground. They fill the air with the same material of which the walls of the labyrinth are composed. sealing the area off from the sky. It's created a battle zone that extends from the underground to the surface, allowing the shadow of that exception to manifest. Now, there they are, personality intact and with the cognizance to maintain a conversation. The Warmongers have succeeded in this, they truly have. My question is, what next? Exceptions can only gain strength by becoming a receptacle for misplaced rules and receiving their infinite power. Without this, an exception is little more than a ghost. However, if the exception does receive these infinite powers, they will instead become a flawed weapon, wreaking havoc upon friend and foe alike. On the one hand, we have Shiva, whose inability to wield his rule is due to his refusal to accept his role. And on the other hand, there's Mahakala, who doesn't have a role, since they've been stripped of their rule. In other words... Oh, wait. Ah, god dang it! Oh, why you have to come in kid for? Anyway. In other words, both of these weapons are incomplete. A fact I'm sure the Warmongers are fully aware of. Which means this plan, Operation Mahakala, has not yet reached its final phase. Oh! This guy sure is heavy! Oh! Oh, we got this, Kengo. We're almost there, Marduk. And this is everybody, right? Only a few more minutes until we close the shelter. Tetsuya, wait! Can you make room for this guy? Kengo, many others got here first. They're still waiting to get in. How about you just... Whoa, hey, I really did a number on this guy. Who the heck is he? He said his name is Marduk. I think he's a member of the, Warmongers? What? You are aware that all the world representatives are after you, aren't you, Brandon? You are a vessel, and we have fought and competed over that which you carry within you. Of course, this must seem a great injustice and an unwarranted misfortune on your part. You have my sympathies. However, I cannot deny that I share the same sentiment as my fellow representatives. You are someone I must defeat. And yet, even knowing this, you have chosen to aid me. Why? 1,000 reasons, to be honest. 1, I'm stupid. 2, I'm stupid. 3, I'm stupid. But... I've had enough of others suffering because of me. Friend or foe, it doesn't matter to me. You need not worry over my condition. I have my own means of preventing my demise. If I were to use the rule of my homeworld, Babylon, I could make it so that I was never injured to begin with. However, so you can heal yourself. That's great. Wait, there's a but? Well, never mind that. Listen to me, Kengo, and you, Brandon. Nothing can change the fact that you are my enemies. However, the me who knows you in this moment will never forget the kindness you have shown him to the end of his days. Huh? At least you're being nice about it. The other world reps just rushed us. Anyway, we can talk about this later after you've had time to heal yourself up in the shelter. Right, partner? Hold it, Kingo. You don't have authority to decide who comes in here. What makes you think we let someone from the guild that bombarded Kawakicho into... Where are you going, Brandon? Sorry, Tetsuya. I have to go. Something I need to do. I'm going to try and talk to Mahakala. What? Hey! Wait up, partner! I'm coming too! Your new partner is even worse at listening than you are, Kingo. Shut up! You're the one who used to run around like a mad dog, Tetsuya! Ah, crud. I don't have time to be bickering with you right now. I'm coming, Brandon! Anyways, Marduk, was it? You said you can heal yourself, right? Shouldn't you be getting on with that before you bleed out? No, I cannot heal. I can only make it so that I was never injured to begin with. Not only these wounds, but also my memories will be reverted. The Marduk to whom you're talking now will be reborn anew. You what? And it's time, Shizu. Do it now, and make it quick. Alright, Vor fans. Here you go. No way! Mahakala! Are you the same Mahakala I met before? The one who possessed Mr. Mononobe? Oh, greetings. It has been quite a while since our encounter beneath Penitentia, has it not? It is difficult for me to perceive how much time has passed on the surface. Regardless, know that I am genuinely glad to see you again upon this battlefield. Is that your true form? Before in Penitentia Academy? Ah, yes. Last we met, I spoke to you through that borrowed voice and shadow of the one you call Mononobe. Getting tongue-tied. This is the true form of Mahakala, the protector of shadows. I guard those who have been abandoned by this world. That man was on the verge of ceasing to be, so I filled the void within him with my shadow and brought him under my wing. Fragments of that man's memories remain within me still. I want to see Mr. Mononobe right now! Please, let me speak to him! How pitiful. You chase after the shadow of a ghost who ended his own role in this world. However, Brandon, you too must. No, it is fine. I shall grant you this small mercy. Mr. Mononobe, are you? Brandon. Okay. Allow me to tell you of that being. The being of which I speak was given the role of omniscience, to be all-knowing. To rule above all others and keep the world running, this being was given the highest position in the hierarchy. In other words, the being in question possessed a role as a world representative and was responsible for maintaining the world's order and operations. Thus, this being saw the world begin and end through countless loops and watched over the lives of those who laughed, grieved, and died in that world. Now, when people meet and form a bond, conflict inevitably arises. Yet if this world was to be maintained, somebody would need to pass judgment, distinguishing wrong from right. The few would need to be sacrificed to save the many. The system that makes this maintenance possible requires a being with knowledge of everyone who resides in that world. Furthermore, in order for this being to deduce the minimal sacrifice required, they must love all people. Only one with a heart magnanimous enough to wish for the survival of all would be able to fulfill this requirement. Knowing someone is always the first step toward loving them. After all, if you deeply understood the motives and emotions of another's behavior, would you not find yourself capable of loving them? Therefore, a being who knows all would be the only individual capable of loving all. This being would have to witness countless deaths and rebirths. They would have to suffer watching people they know and love meet their ends time and time again. They would have to be Setsuna FCA. Sorry. Isn't such a burden unfathomable? What would it be like to have every last cycle of destruction burned into your memory? All that can be said of the being of whom I first spoke is this. One day, relinquishing the last drops of love yet felt for the world, the being disappeared. This is Devaloka, a world inhabited by devas. Young Shiva once trained here all alone, day after day, keeping his distance from his fellows. I thought we were talking about Mononobe. That is, until an arrow of light struck Shiva in the chest. This arrow was the embodiment of the rule that imparts love and desire, and was fired at Shiva Varuna Kamadeva. Fired at Shiva by Varuna Kamadeva. I skipped the word. Shiva knew all too well why this had been done. The other devas had employed Varuna Kamadeva to carry out this deed. They had sought to teach Shiva how to love. They had sought to make Shiva, who refused to bond with anyone, fall in love with another. The devas' aim in doing these things was to ensure that their world order would be maintained. It was a plot to have Shiva become a world representative. Shiva knew all this the instant the arrow struck him and roared with fury. How dare you! He was enraged. Why should others be allowed to decide whom should he love or what he desired? Thank you! Somebody says it! Shiva was glad to be alone in life. He had no need for love. In his rage, Shiva opened his third eye, whose light is powered by a rule that can reduce the whole universe to ashes. light dimmed, all he saw was scorched earth. Nothing remained of Varuna Kamadeva. Yet Shiva knew that this wasn't the end of Varuna Kamadeva. Okay. So long as... Can we stop using the name, please? Or shorten it? So long as Varuna Kamadeva's rule remained within Shiva, Varuna Kamadeva yet lived. Can we... Moments after his third eye closed, Shiva was surrounded by an array of colorful lights. And that is how he made it to Tokyo. To settle his score with Varuna Kamadeva once and for all, Shiva transferred this to Tokyo. He has since sealed his third eye, to whom it is nothing but a reminder of the shameful moment in which he gave in to his desires. Above all else, he seeks the strength to subdue the passion that Varuna Kamadeva awakened within him. Shiva soon came to learn that this Tokyo, much like Devaloka, is locked into a cycle. Creation, sustainment, destruction continue to repeat here too. Life is born and destroyed alongside the world, only to be born again as an entirely new being, devoid of all previous memories. Of course, this only applies to those who lie within the system of reincarnation. Those who keep the cycle turning are not allowed to forget. It is only natural, for if no one remained when the world came to an end, who would oversee its rebirth? I skipped. Someone who remembers the deeds of the previous yuga must remain to reanimate the world. This duty had worn Varuna down to the point of nearly vanishing from the world altogether. And Shiva understood that he had been the intended replacement. Upon arriving in Tokyo, Shiva joined the guild comprised of similarly battle-hungry people and dedicated himself to training once more. But in this moment, Shiva is convinced that he was better off alone. He doesn't need the help of others. He does not care for the title of world representative. The arrow of light that struck Shiva earlier was not unlike one Varuna Kamadeva once shot at it. Thus, the sensation reminds him of the vow he made that fateful day. He swore never to be in need of a bond with another. Oh boy. We got a persona him. Persona 4 in particular. He vowed never to forgive and to destroy all in existence. Thus Shiva now moves to sever all the ties he's ever made. And yet, part of him wonders if this isn't exactly what the world intended for him to do. He clears his mind of such uncomfortable thoughts with a shake of his head. Oh, but I shouldn't be laughing. Oh, my coworker just got wrecked. I don't like coworker.
What is the meaning of this, Shiva?
Shiva has begun attacking officers of the Warmongers. He's lost himself completely. Shiva has never gone so far in any of the previous loops. What do you think, Amaterasu? Does the arrow shot by the reserve from Olympus have something to do with this? I believe so. That arrow embodied the rule that sustains the faith of Olympus. The rule that can deliver love into one's heart like a lightning strike. However, while that arrow does seem to be the catalyst, I suspect it is not the root cause of Shiva's behavior. If that arrow had functioned as it should, Shiva would surely be chasing after the reserve who shot it right now. Now that you mention it, something does seem to have gone amiss. One reason why a rule may fail to activate or activate properly is that a similar rule was already in effect. That must mean that Shiva was already being influenced by some form of mesmerizing rule when the arrow shot him. Well, whatever the reason for it, is this not exactly the sort of chaos that calls for an intervention? No, it is too dangerous. My years of experience tell me that much. Our goal here is to ascertain what we can of the Warmonger's ultimate weapon. It is wisest that we stay our hands for now. Very well, I cannot disagree with that. Come, my angels. Retrieve Kopuker and the others. As you command. Engrave my name of Amaterasu onto thee, sacred artifact of Iwato. Shut out the light. I thought you made light, not shut it out. I mean, you're just, well, no wait, you did banish your row, but still. Oh no. Oh, come on! Oh no, not again! Survive for 4 turns, twice! Not again! Oh, I need a defensive tee. I need a defensive wall again. I'm trying to think who has defense. Besides, and I bet I can't lock him either. I doubt I can do any status effects, so I might as well forget that option. Fine. Or kill calmly it is. And not this team. Where is it? I thought I made it. Oh, yeah. It's part of it. This makes perfect sense in post. I hope. Shiva could just say, screw it, and one-shot me again. One-shot the characters again. At last, it is quiet. A monk in training must be noble and solitary. Just you wait, Varuna Commandant, if I reincarnate. I'm coming for you now, Brandon. Oh, no, please don't.
Father! It's me! Little Solomon! What's wrong? Talk to me! Father? Please? Answer me!
Oh. Hey, Mr. Mononobe, what's happened to you? Why won't you say anything? Do you not see the futility of this, Brandon? The man is nothing more than a vessel to prevent his existence from snuffing out entirely. Did I not tell you all this during our meeting beneath Penitentia Academy? This man has endured countless loops here in Tokyo. He was tasked with monitoring the loops in which you exist, Brandon. This has worn his spirit down to such an extent that he has become the wreck you see before you. I shall show you his memories as proof, for I am nothing if not merciful. Oh, no, don't do this! Oh, time for guilt trip. Oh, it's like a screen. How long has this been going on? How many times have I been through this with Brandon? How many times have all the memories and records been reset so that we can meet again for the first time? His death has become a lot less frequent since I made that creature named Little Solomon accompany him. Oh my god, how many times have I died? I've become very adept at teaching and guiding students after having repeated the lessons so many times. I remember how, in earlier loops, I let my emotions get the best of me, shouting at my students for their ignorance. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. They would even wail at them over the fact that they had lost their memories. But I don't think that'll happen again. I'm pretty good at handling my emotions now. Those children call this business of repetition a game. They're the ones who monitor and record these loops. According to them, I am Brandon's overseer. My role is to monitor a single student from the inside and out, with the assistance known as the demon known as Little Solomon. Once again, I find myself making my way to the library under the school building. This is where all records of my previous encounters with students are kept, including those of Brandon. The memories of all those who live in this world are stored beneath Tokyo. As I pore over these recorded memories, I think about how I am the only one who actually remembers any of these events. take the ring from my shirt pocket, deciding to leave it in one of these books. I do this so that the ring will be found by the next person who comes here. And this is the Ring of Omniscient. It can be used to form contracts beyond worlds. Furthermore, it is this ring's rule that made extra-dimensional contact with Little Salomon, Brandon's copy, possible. So Little Salomon literally is a copy of me? Huh. With this ring, he could escape this world alone. I want that for him, for Brandon. I am fully aware how far gone my soul is at this point. I simply cannot endure him forgetting the memories we made together yet again. That memorable detention, summer school, those festivals we went together. How painful it is that these events exist only in my memory now. Come on. Oh. I don't remember the detention, but still. And I simply cannot stand to see him die another time. And it's taken countless loots for him to fight against a world representative and survive. Nobody could have been more surprised and overjoyed at this development than me, not even Brandon. Sadly, this ring is the only object in my possession I can give him. I will not ask for forgiveness. I only pray that he will outlive me. If I could tell him one thing, it would be this. Over the course of many loops, you've been able to make memories and bond with everyone in this Tokyo. I want you to remember that. And one more thing. Please, just forget about me, Brandon. Hey! Hey! Stop tugging at my heartstrings. I need those. There you have it. This is what remains of the memories he left behind in this world. Father! Mr. Mononobe was monitoring me. Little Salomon too? I mean, yeah, I'm shocked. And angry too. But more than that, just... Alright. I just didn't think you'd be so selfish. You can't say all that and disappear. As if I could ever forget you. You say that, but the fact of the matter is that you have forgotten many times already. I cannot fault you for it. It was, after all, inevitable. Though I must confess, I pity you. Everyone's memories have been lost. They were washed away by the tides of time, carried afar on the backs of countless loops. Not even those who call themselves world representatives have been able to hold on to their memories. And yet some have endured fates far worse than any of yours. Why, here is one now. Or have you not perceived the cruel fate creeping up on you? Huh? Marduk, you're okay. I'm glad you're all right. Shit. There you are! I finally found you, vessel of the manifold dragon. I think it's manyfold. Whatever. I am Marduk, hero of Babylon and slayer of the manyfold dragon Tiamat. What a dark world this is that I've been thrust into. I haven't a clue what happened before my birth, but now that I have my target before me, there's only one thing for me to do. Hold on a sec, Marduk. What are you going on about? Just earlier we were... Silence! I demand that you fight me here and now! Ah, crap. Oh no, it's Marduk. Oh crap, no. He is the absolute counter to anything I have.
というか、俺に無理させんなよ。
龍脈の力、龍脈の力、
飲み込むがいい。
龍脈の
止められは
龍脈の
止められはせん。
This is troll. Oh, Life Wonders, you guys are asses. I know what Marduk does, because I use him.
この手を取っていいか、英雄。止める。
龍脈の力、龍脈、
いや、固めて。
休んでいいか。
熱いな。やめろ。飲み込む。
最高だ。
情熱的だな。
最高。龍脈の力よ。
わかったわかった。ついてってやる。
龍脈、この身、世界を滅ぼす毒と知れ。非毒生毒。二度だ。
夏の浜辺に繰り出すなんざ、お前じゃなきゃ付き合わねえよ。だからたまには俺の言うこと少しは聞いて。
やめろ。飲み込む。嵐。
あっちな。
最龍脈の力よ。お前の上を待ってみせるぜ。熱いパッション、俺によろしく。龍脈、
やめろ。飲み込む。
情熱。
あっちな。
最龍脈の力よ。
この手を取っていいか、英雄。止め。
も
龍脈の力。
飲み込む。嵐。
消すべ。消すべ。いいね。
I should have used Fear Team.
飲み込むがいい。
龍脈、
もう少し。
龍脈の
止められはせん。
最龍脈の力よ。
Give me back my bows.
お前の上を待ってみせるぜ。龍脈のこの身、世界を滅ぼす毒と知れ。非毒生毒。二度がる太陽よりもお前を熱く。鉄カトリテペヨロトルサマースペシャル。最高。
休んでいいか。
熱いな。飲み込む。
消すべ。
立ちくらみが。
情熱的だな。最龍脈の力よ。飲み込んでやろうぞ。龍脈の力よ。
もう
最高だ。
熱に任せてこの身を踊らせ、高ぶるままに共に落ちよう。ずっとお前とこうしたかった。ようやく夢が叶った。飲み込む。あら、
消す。消すべ。いいね。最
止められはせん。
お前の上を待ってみせるぜ。熱い龍脈。
もう
最高だ。
飲み込む。あら、
最龍脈の力。
止められはせん。この手を取っていいか、英雄。止める。
龍脈の力よ。龍脈、この身、世界を滅ぼす毒と知れ。非毒生毒。
やめろ。飲み込む。あら、
立ちくらみが。
Oh, he could have skilled
俺に
sealed
こ
me.
こまでさせたんだ。俺の好きなこともさせてくれるんだよな。
Then that battle would be unwinnable. If I got hit with seal, I'm like, it's over. I was like, oh, please don't hit me with seal. I'm like, I... Oh, and I technically fill that role. Let us fight, foul keeper of worms. Ah! He's so strong. I don't stand a chance. Besides, even if I did, I can't do this. He's a world representative, and what are you playing at? This cannot possibly be your full strength. I'm about to go into a heroic voice if you don't stop. I don't want to fight you, Marduk. I just tried to save your life. Come on, please stop this. Also, I just had like an emotional bit. Could we rain check? I guess this is how Mr. Mononobe feels. It's horrible. It hurts to be forgotten. If you will not fight, then I will simply end you here. Ah! What's gotten into you? This isn't like you, partner. But who are you and what have you done with my Brandon? Since when was I yours? Anyway, where's the person who kept coming after me no matter how many times I told you to leave me alone? But, Kengo, I can't. So what if you were being monitored by a teacher? I've had Shiro on my back for over a decade. Oh, that cracks me up. Doesn't matter what others think or see in you. It's what you choose to do that counts. Okay, saving that one. That's a keeper. So come on! Tell me what you want to do, Brandon. I want to help Mr. Mononobe. I want to go back to school with everyone. I want to remind him of what he's lost. There we go. Sounds good to me. I'm behind you all the way. You know, I'm not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed, so I didn't get much of what you've been talking about. But don't ruin the moment. Just because something's lost doesn't mean it's gone forever. You just haven't found it yet. Maybe you don't know where to look. Did I lose enough brain cells? Or did Kingo just say something that sounded meaningful? Who are you and what happened to Kingo? So even if those memories really are lost, we just have to find them. Simple. This is not the Kingo I know. Where's my dumbass at? We might not know where they are now, but when we do find them, we'll be able to give them right back. Kingo. You're right. I can't give up now. What happened to Kingo? Even if we can't get it done in one go, we can always try again. If 10 goes aren't enough, then we'll give it 100 more. All right. You never given up before, so why start now? What happened to the person who chased after me every time I was down? You're normally the one saying this stuff. Since when did we switch roles, huh? Hey, what are you doing? Not now. You trying to make us sit in ducks for the enemy? Shut up. Jeez, you're such a handful sometimes. Shut up. Hey, Marduk, I hope you were listening, because everything I just said applies to you too. If you forgot about what we did for you, then we'll try. Try and try again until we make you remember. You got no idea how tenacious we can be. We'll make sure you never forget us again. Switching roles. How interesting. And you should use a turn of phrase that describes our objective so exactly. Oh, I'm pissed.